Dewey from the Scream movies, as you know. Remember, there's only one rule to surviving a horror movie, and that's subscribing to Craven Something Scary.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Having a little connectivity issue there going on. Not sure what that was. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Here we are on a basically an impromptu stream. I decided, it's Thanksgiving Day here in the United States. And for those of you who are not in the US, it's probably not Thanksgiving for you, but that's okay. Glad you're here. But I was thinking, it's Thanksgiving here for us. And I felt like it would just be a fun thing for us to get together here in the evening to kind of wrap up our Thanksgiving Day together. And I'm not going to be streaming long. I will tell you that up front. This is going to be a maximum of 1 hour. It's just a quick get together that I wanted to do so that with you. All right, because I appreciate you guys. I care about you. You are important to me. You're not just a number. You're not just a name on a screen to me. You truly are important to me, and I appreciate you all so much. And so I wanted to spend some time with you guys because you're my family as well. Quite frankly, you're my family as well. And secondly, I thought it would just be fun to be together. I know that a lot of times days like this, and what I mean by that is holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, those type of specialty holidays also can be very, very difficult for a lot of people. It's not an easy time of the year. And I know some of you don't have family where you're at right now. You don't have immediately a group of friends or family that you can get together with today. And so I know some of you probably spent Thanksgiving in your own place. Maybe you're just watching movies, getting some Chinese food, right? Because they're always open. Whatever, Jack in the Box, whatever, there's a few places that are always open, right? But maybe today wasn't a real fun day for you. Well, my hope is that tonight will be a good evening, a good night, and that you can at least end your Thanksgiving on a good note, being with your family here in this community of my channel, which I truly treasure you guys, okay? So having said that, happy Thanksgiving. We've only got a couple of more hours. I'm in the Central Time Zone. If you're in the Eastern Time Zone, you got 1 hour left of the day. And then we're into Black Friday. And which also leads me just to say real quickly that if you've not yet seen Thanksgiving, the movie with Patrick Dempsey and cast characters, great characters, you need to go see this movie. All right. I was able to watch it this week. I have not talked about it yet. I haven't done a review on it. But I was able to actually see it because I really, really wanted to see this murder mystery whodunit. And I was very happy with it. I enjoyed the movie. All right. So I can definitely give you my recommendation for Thanksgiving. And if you're able to get out this weekend to the theaters It's money well spent. Grab a ticket, grab you some popcorn. It is a ride. It's a fun ride. All right. So, I just wanted to mention that up front because it's Thanksgiving Day, right? Yeah, it's a very, very good movie. All right. Well, you know what, guys? Before I hit the chat, I see a super chat has already come through. Awesome. Alex, 1988 one with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much for that Thanksgiving gift tonight. That's very kind in support of this channel. It means a lot. And Alex, I'll say Alex for short, or maybe that's long because ALX is actually shorter. But I'll go with Alex. Says, based on the leak of a part of the original script of Seven, it appears that Stumacher was not going to be one of the killers, which is another big disappointment. Yeah. That's a good point. I know that my good friend Critical Overlord, we were chatting earlier this week, and now I haven't talked to him specifically about the leaked script that he reported out. And I have not covered it yet on the channel. I've got so many videos in my queue right now, guys, that I'm working on. You guys will have a video from me in the morning, probably 9 a.m. Central. It'll drop. And I've got like at least another 2 or 3 that are what I call in the works. And that might be one of them that I also talk about is that leaked, the rumored leak in Critical Overlord is reliable. All right, I can tell you that. So I don't doubt it. I believe it's true. But again, it's a rumor. We don't, it's until we see it for sure. It's always rumor, and I'll always say that, even about stuff I report, if it's a rumor. But yeah, it appears that Stumacher was not in the original plans to be the killer. But here's the thing, Alex, remember this though. In that report from Critical Overlord and elsewhere, like Variety even reported it, they are overhauling, massive overhaul. The script is going to be overhauled. So even though it was not in that original plan, it could be in this one. We can't rule it out. In fact, you could, I think, make a decent case that it's plausible. All right, I'm going to use the word plausible, which means it could happen. It's a plausible scenario that because there is no more Melissa, or I should say off characters, no more Sam and Tara, you drop the Carpenter sisters, you have to come out swinging. I said this the other day on my live stream. You have to come out swinging hard, aggressively at this point if you're Spyglass. Because this Scream 7, if they just go about it right now like a normal Scream film again, where they're just going to kind of, treat it like nothing's happened, I don't know that that's a recipe for success. I think what happens now is you have to go all bets in, all chips shoved in on the legacy cast, the OG cast. You have to do this. The scenarios that you could do, there are a few, but I believe when you examine scenarios like recasting Tara and Sam's role with new actors, terrible idea. I think that's just not the way to do it. You could scrap everything and you could just literally start off with new characters again. So basically it would be like Scream 5 all over. It's brand new characters. Everything's new. Again, don't think that's the right move here. I think what you do here, and I'm going to do a video on this, is one of the videos I'm going to be doing probably for Sunday. But I think what you do here is you go all in and say, you know what, we are going to make a classic Scream film We are going to go back and we're bringing back everybody. We're bringing back Kirby. We're bringing back Sydney. We're bringing back Mark Kincaid, Gail Weathers. And you have to do what I'm calling a vintage Scream movie. Because I think Sidney Prescott front and center is what's going to save this movie. And yeah, I think Stu Macher, if there was ever a time for Stu Macher to come into the picture again, this is more than ever now is the time you do it. I think you have to pull out all the stops if you're Spyglass and say, you know what, we're going all in on Legacy. And either it works or it doesn't, but it's our best shot. So that's my rant, Alex, on this one. So I say, yes, that's disappointing. But remember, it doesn't mean he won't be included in this next rendition of the script. But Alex, thank you for your generous super chat. I really appreciate starting off the stream that way. It's really supports the channel, helps keep the lights on. That's what I'm trying to say. And that shade of mustard there is spicy. That yellow shade that shade of yellow is so spicy, and I think it just has to be spicy mustard time. So, Alex, for your super chat, here is your clip. Crank it up. You guys know what it is. Sing it out loud, and let me see some hot dog emojis in the chat. Here we go. Thank you, Alex, for your super chat. Let's do it.
Do you feel the hunger tonight? Are you a little hungry? I wanna be a hot dog. Be a hot dog tonight. I'm a hot dog. If you wanna take a bite, I'm a hot dog. If you wanna dip me in spicy mustard, then you can, because I'm a hot dog.
Wow, that's right. Big time wow. And I see all the hot dogs dropping in the live chat. I love it, guys. You guys are awesome. I mean, it's just fun, right? We're having a good time here, guys. It's Thanksgiving night. It's loose. That's why I called this stream a hangout. It's just chill. We're just chilling, man. Just chilling, talking Scream, talking about whatever you want. Anything you want. Ask away. I'll be here for another 45 minutes. So I will say this. Obviously, we're at almost 40 people. Won't be able to get to everyone's questions or comments. You guys know that. I say it every live stream because I want you to be reminded that if I do not get to your comment or question, it's not personal. Okay? It never is. It's just a matter of time. And I'm trying to scroll through comments, and it's just inevitably going to miss a lot, and we run out of time. But if you do want your question answered, or for sure, while I'm live, you can do what Alex just did. Send a super chat in. I promise you, I will move you up to the front of the line, and I will not end this live stream until every single super chat has been covered. All right. I promise you that. All right. Real quick, I see Oliver's here. What's up, Oliver? Says, I'm thankful I found you in this channel, Stephen. You're amazing. You do amazing work. I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm upset with Spyglass and what they did to Melissa. Yeah, I get it, man. I really do. I mentioned this the other day, and the sad truth is, this is just another example of the cancel culture being alive and well in Hollywood. All right. It is alive and well. Unfortunately, it's not a good thing. And it's, if anyone was thinking, well, we're moving past that now, we're growing, we're being more accepting of things. No. I think that may be the case in a lot of circles, but when you get into the Hollywood, very, very tight Hollywood niche group in the business, the cancel culture is alive and well. Thank you, Oliver, so much for your comment, and I'm so glad you found the channel as well. Very much appreciate it. All right, let's take a look here. Let me back up here and let's see who we got here in the chat. I know we got, again, quite a lot of folks, so I will probably not be able to call everyone out by name because it will take quite a while to do that, and I'm only going to be here for a short and more amount of time, so I want to make the most of it. But I will say real quickly, talking Star Wars, good to see you, CJ. Russell is here, and Russell, you always know what's up, man. Russell's like, I smashed that like button. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Thanksgiving to everyone. You too, man. And Russell, thanks for smashing the thumbs up button. If you're here and you have not done so yet, please do smash the thumbs up button just like Russell did, because it helps the stream. It helps it both live right now, and it helps it in replay mode, and will generate more potential viewers. So I would greatly appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Who else? We got CJ. What's up, CJ? CJ said, I thought he was taking the night off. Well, that was my plan, but you know what? Plans can change. And I wanted to spend at least a small portion of my Thanksgiving with you guys. I spent it, with my family and friends today. And I wanted to spend it with you guys, my family, here on the channel. So that'd be just a nice way to end the day. K-Rock's Media Channel's here. Good to see you. All right. Let's take a look here. I'm just kind of skimming through here, trying to catch up because I'm so behind. Dustin Hicks, what's up, Dustin? Denisha's here. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Here's a comment that I'm going to cover real quick. So, CJ had an idea that sounds pretty cool to me. It says, what if they tell a backstory on why Stu had the obsession with Sydney? I always had a thing for you, Sid. And for what Sydney's mother did to them while they were in school as teenagers. Yeah, I've always thought a prequel of the Maureen Prescott story would be very interesting to watch. And there's a lot of potential there. So, CJ, I think that's definitely not a bad idea. Dustin's coming in and says, I really think that Scream 7 still has the potential to be a great film, especially with Christopher Landon on board. My vote is for the return of Sidney Mark. Dustin, you took the words literally right out of my mouth. That's what I'm thinking as well. I know there's a lot of negativity about Scream 7. There's a lot of frustration. I'm just thinking of the adjectives. There's a lot of concern. That's maybe the best word. And I understand that, right? I understand that because we were in a situation where the script has to be overhauled, if not rewritten completely. And so, and this was a drastic change. Losing the Carpenter sisters is not a minor adjustment to the story. They're at least Sam, for sure, is the central character of the whole core four. Not to mention adding Jenna Ortega in as Tara. So I fully understand it and why people are very concerned about 7. And there's a lot of emotion right now. This just happened over the last 2 days. So there's emotion. There's a lot of us are still processing it. We're still taking in and letting it sink in what's happened. And it's going to be that way for a few more days. That's why you haven't heard me come out and really, I basically had the idea I'm just going to let people process right now, and not to be dramatic because this is a movie and I understand that. But, like when people are in mourning, when people lose a loved one, right? There's a period of mourning where you have to process it. And again, I know that comparing this to losing a loved one is silly. All right, I get that. And I'm not really literally trying to compare the two. I'm just using it as an analogy because this is something that for a lot of people is extremely earth shaking, for the Scream franchise. And I understand it. So I think I purposely have been just kind of being here to be a voice, to support you guys, to let you know we're going to be okay, but also to give you space to process it, to get through it. And I will continue to do that. But I will say this, at the same time, I believe things are not as dire as they may seem. All right? Things, I believe, are not, I'll say it again, as dire as a lot of people feel that it is. All right? And I respect you if you do feel that way, and that's okay. But I want to also encourage you to begin thinking about it and for some different perspectives, maybe. Okay? Different perspectives. And it's so funny that I'm talking about this because I just got a super chat coming in. Let me pull it up. And it ties in perfectly. Promise you it wasn't planned at all. But my good friend, and you guys know him, he's a pillar of the channel and our community, and he's a great friend. Eric, the bearded one himself, Eric, the bearded entertainment, is chiming in with kind of where I was already heading, which is, and again, like he says here, I agree. This is a hot take, especially right now. There's still a lot of raw emotions about all this stuff, and that's fine. Again, I respect that, and it's okay to feel that way. But Eric says this is a hot take, but I'm more excited about Scream 7 now. Christopher and the new creative team can start any new story they want without having to work on / with Sam and Tara. Hashtag OG Sydney forever. Thank you, Eric, for your generous super chat, buddy. That really, I really appreciate that, man. It helps out tremendously. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, my honest feelings. I've always told you guys, I'm not going to lie to you on this channel. I'm not going to be one of these content creators that tell you what I think you want to hear. That is, I can't stand it. I can't stand that. I think it's patronizing. And you may not agree with me, but at least you'll be able to hopefully respect me because I'm being honest and I'm being transparent. And that's what I'll always be here. Always. I didn't start this channel to deceive people or to become a certain character or act a certain way. I started this from the ground floor, day one, saying, this is me. What you see here, what you listen to, this is the real me. There's no character here. There's no agenda here or performance. I'm just being honest about whatever it is I'm talking about. And I know that some people won't like it, and I'm okay with that. I don't expect everyone to. But I would rather someone disagree and be, and respectfully agree to disagree than for someone to say that guy's a phony, a fake, because that's not me. And the reason I say all this is because, as Eric stated here, the opposite side of this coin that right now is a very, very, I think the overall mindset maybe or temperament in the Scream fandom is that we're in critical code red. We're in DEFCON 4. And some of that to an extent I do agree with, and to an extent I think there's some validity in that we need to think about. But at the same time, I don't think we are the situation, as I said earlier, I said like, 15 minutes ago, is not as dire as it's people think. And Eric brings the point up here that I think is a very good one. Think about this. Christopher Landon, and he's great friends with Kevin Williamson. He's really good friends with Michael Kennedy. They co-wrote Freaky together. Michael Kennedy wrote It's a Wonderful Knife, who I've been talking about here on the channel a lot, and I'm interviewing the director Saturday night and one of the cast members on Monday night. So I'm a big fan. And this is something that I could easily see, Christopher Landon calling up saying, "Hey, Michael Kennedy, let's go. Bring it in Michael Kennedy. Bring it in Kevin Williamson to have input on this script." And the rumor now is that, what I've seen so far is that James and Guy are writing a new script, so they are still writing it. But you guys already know, if you've been a part of this channel, you saw my interview with Christopher Landon, and you already know he said it's critical for him to have input on the script story. So we know, whether it's credited or not, he has a say in this. And so Eric's point is valid. This is a chance where you can do anything you want. I mentioned it earlier. I won't repeat everything I said earlier because it's out there. But this is the time, in my book, that you go all in on the OG. You go all in. Yeah, you do it. You pull the trigger on Sidney, Kincaid, once again, Kirby, Gale, Stu Mocker. You go. This is it. You go in and you end this thing on an atomic bomb of amazingness, not like atomic bomb in a bad way. And then with Scream 8, you just start over. You just start fresh. I've always said I want Sidney in every Scream movie. And there's a part of me that, I still really kind of do. But I also understand if they go this route, and this is Sidney's final movie, it's her big send-off, proper send-off, not what she did in 5, a real send-off for her. And then in Scream 8, we're just starting. There's no more. The past is in the past. Go watch the first 7 movies. But starting with 8, it's all new. I'd be okay with that. So Eric, I think I'm with you on this one, man. I believe that it's not as dire as it looks. And I think once the emotion and the feelings, the initial feelings we all have about all that's happened, once we take further steps back and our perspective gets larger, I believe we will come to that conclusion. Not everybody will, and that's fine. Listen, I respect you. I respect everybody. If you hold firm that that you just don't want to see Scream 7 because Sam's not in it, I get it, and I will support you in your view. But I think a lot of people's minds will change. There will be changes of heart and perspective as time goes, especially if we see a commitment to these legacy characters, and they're going big. They are just going big. They're going all out. All right. I talk a little bit about this actually in my video that drops in the morning. So be sure you have your bell notifications turned on, subscribe, because at I think it's 9 a.m. Central, it will drop on Black Friday. And you're going to hear about this. So anyway, Bearded Entertainment, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Super chats, remember, guys, move to the front of the line ahead of everyone else's comments. And Eric, I'm going to play you a clip that I know you like, my man. This is one that I know for sure It's one of your favorites. I'm going to take your comment down because I want you to be able to see this one here. So Eric, here is your super chat clip, my friend, and it's workplace safety. Guys, we got to be careful. Whatever line of work you're in, be safe and don't make the mistake that this fella did right here.
I just figured I could reach over, make the measurement, and I'd be done with the job. I knew better than to wear my gloves when I was operating a lathe. I knew better than to calibrate while the lathe was running. It was a stupid mistake, and it's one I'll be paying for the rest of my life.
Eric, I hope you're laughing, buddy, because I know you like that one. Real quick shout out to LOL Waffles and Mark and Dice Roland. What's up, Dice? Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to Kirsten and Tiffany and Kiki. Jason, the nice one, is here as well as Lady Luna. What's up, Lady Luna? So nice to have you. And Isaac and Kyle over at Flet's Movies and Pop Culture. What's up, Kyle? Speaking of Kyle, thank you, Kyle, for renewing your membership to Craven Something Scary. All right, I appreciate that. Staying in the inner circle of the cult of Craven. All right, much appreciated. All right, guys. So let me kind of back up here and get into the chat as I'm way behind, guys. Way behind. Oh, man. Let's see. All right. Let me back up to about right here. Also want to mention, has got a lot of new folks here. We're at almost 50 views. Please smash the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it if you've not done so yet. It will help this stream actually reach more people as we're live. And it also will in the replay mode. All right. Let's see here. Evan, the movie guy, is here as well. And Dino is here. And Darth. And the Drew Seth. All right. Glad you guys are spending some of your Thanksgiving with us tonight as well. That's awesome. All right. Let's take a look here. Okay. Dice says there need to be major editing done in the screen script. Yes. There's going to have to be. James and Guy are going to have to really overhaul that script completely. Now the good news is, and I'm going to do a video on this as well, probably in some way, or at least mentioning it in a video soon. But you guys have heard me. If you've been on these live streams lately, and I say lately, I mean over the last, at least 2 or 3 months, you've heard me say a lot that I would love to see this Scream 7 run like one of these crime dramas on TV, like a CSI, where they have 2 cases, remember, running it concurrently. And you've got the Carpenter sisters being attacked, and over here you've got Sydney being attacked and Mark, and that whole thing. Remember that? Well, it's interesting because Critical Overlord, again, it's a rumor, we don't know, but according to Critical Overlord, who I do consider very reliable, and we chat often, he said he's reported that in the script that was planned, it was exactly that, guys. It was exactly that. It was the Carpenter sisters that were attacked here in a separate location. Mark and Sydney were attacked. And at some point in the film, they come together. They merge together. And anyway, it's exactly what I was wanting to see, which is a bummer. But here's the thing. They already have the portion of the film written with Sydney and Mark. So it seems to me, and I'm not trying to, maybe I'm not trying to oversimplify this. All right. I'm really not. So don't even say that I'm oversimplifying it. I'm really not. I'm just saying you already have a starting point written with Sydney. And so what you would need to do at this point is to expand it. You know, you keep Sydney's at the attack, but then you just expand it, and you have to write a lot more. Obviously, the other portion is gone, but you have something at least. You don't have to start with a blank page from scratch. That's my point. That's all I'm getting at. It's all I'm getting at. All right. Good to see you, Dice. Dino says, "Happy Thanksgiving. Very thankful for this beautiful family we've created here." I am very thankful as well. And I appreciate you. You're definitely a big part of that. Evan, the movie guy, says, "Bringing back Sydney and Gail as leads again in a classic style legacy Scream movie really is the only way this movie can be salvaged." Evan, I agree. I've been saying that. I believe that it's the play you got to make. It's the movie you got to make if you're Spyglass. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. All right, let's take a look here. Where else? Let me catch up in the chat a little bit here. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I'm just looking at the time I'm at in the chat. Oh my gosh. Just remember, if I haven't gotten to you, bear with me. I'm trying my best. Super chats, move to the front. Remember that. And also, hey, look here. We got an anniversary. Oliver, a member for 12 months. Everyone in the chat, give Oliver a round of applause, please. Oliver has been a faithful Cravenite every month, supporting this channel as a channel member for 1 year. 1 year anniversary. And Oliver, you now have the coveted and much sought after golden skull by your name. And congratulations for the gold skull. And Oliver, thank you. Seriously, thank you for being faithful every month, continuing to be a Cravenite and supporting what I do here on this channel and this content. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Oliver says, "Do you think Neve Campbell would come back for 7 after the way she felt about the offer she received?" Oliver, yes, I do. And the reason I say that is because she herself has said publicly that if they approach her with a proper offer, then she will definitely consider returning, because she does not feel that Sydney's story is over yet. She says she thinks there's more to say. There's more story to tell. So Oliver, yes, I do. I think they come back. Spyglass right now, the only move they have, well, it's not the only move, but it's the best move in my opinion, is that they come back and they back up an armored truck to her front door and say, "Just tell us how much." Sydney has got to be. She's what's going to save the movie. I'm telling you. You can't save this movie by starting with all new characters. I say you can't. Anything's possible, right? Of course. However, I believe Sydney has to be front and center. You gotta go all in. And I think she will. I think she will come back. I think she will. Yep. I definitely do. All right, let's see. Where else? Let me move forward a little bit here. Let's see. Jason, the nice one. What's up, Jason? Says, "I'm with Steven and Eric 100%. The situation is what it is. We have no control over it." That's right. I was hoping for more of a finish of the Sam and Tara plot. We don't get that now. I can take Scream 6 as the end. I can too. And guys, just remember this. With Scream 6, the way that movie ends, you have basically the perfect ending for the core four. Everyone survived the movie. You have Sam and Tara literally, I mean literally walking off into the sunset. It's the perfect Hollywood ending. You've got Sam holding on to Billy's mask, and then she takes it out from under her jacket, and she's like, no, she drops it. And then she looks up and catches up with Tara. Tara smiles, and they literally walk off together into the sunset. So I'm telling you right now, that is the perfect ending. When you watch Scream 6 again, just think of it like that in those terms when you rewatch it. When you watch that ending, look at that ending and think about it. Think about what you're seeing. You could easily say, plausibly, that was their ending. That story was over. It didn't end on a cliffhanger where you've got Sam and or Tara, in some kind of dire situation, and we don't know if they lived or died. That would be terrible. Okay. Frankly, that would be awful. But that's not the way they ended it. They ended it pretty tightly wrapped up. Again, if someone had picked up that mask, that would have been a cliffhanger. Yeah, and I would be like, dang it, I wish it had not been that way. But the way it ended is completely, if you think about it, it kind of completely wraps it up. Yeah, it really does. And hey, real quick, guys, Oliver, you're so kind. On his 12th month anniversary, he has donated a membership to the chat. That is so generous, Oliver. Thank you so much, man, for donating a membership. And let's see if I can find out who got that membership. And hey, with the dice rolling, you are back in the inner circle of the Cult of Craven. That is fantastic, Dice. Great to have you back. That's wonderful. Wonderful. All right. And want to say hello to Val's Views. The General's in the house. Chris Sims is in the house. Fantastic. Savage Zombie Reviews is here. And Caden is here as well. All right. Thank you, guys. Great to see you all. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. We are almost at 50. Come on, guys. We can do this. We're at 47 likes. Let's get this thing to at least 60, all right? In the next, 20 minutes. Let's go 20 more minutes. Let's get this thing up. I know it can be done. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Oliver, for donation. Guys, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Thank you, guys. All right, Oliver, thank you so much. Oliver, for donating a membership, I'm going to play a clip. Let's go, guys. How about we get a little bit of music going here? How about we ride that magic carpet ride together? All right, let's do this thing. Oliver, thank you for your membership gifting. Crank it up, guys. Here we go.
التريلينج جيس طالعوا عني
I love that. It's so awesome. All right. Very good. Yay, we're at 52 likes, guys. That's fantastic. We did 50. That is great. Thank you so much. We just need 8 more. Let's get to 60. And before we end, that would be fantastic. Let's see here. Lady Luna is asking, is the next members only watch party set up yet? No, I'll be setting it up tomorrow. And for those who don't remember, and those who maybe are who were not at the watch party, I should say, and don't know, our next members watch party, which will be coming up very soon, is Amityville Horror 2, The Possession. And it was chosen by the random wheel, and the title was submitted by Jamie Hart. So we have got Amityville 2, The Possession is the next members only watch party. So that means if your name right now is not in green and you don't have that skull next to your name, your green name, then that means, guys, you won't be getting an invitation because it's members only. But if you become a channel member right now by selecting the join button, it's right next to subscribe. If you smash that button, you can become a channel member as we are streaming live, and that will give you a invitation to attend the next members watch party of Amityville Horror 2, The Possession. I've never seen it, so it's going to be a first time watch for me. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but it'll be a first timer. So I'm excited about that. I always love it when we get upon a title that is a first time watch. And if you have an issue, if you have an iPhone, for example, and you don't see the join button, here is the link in the chat right now. And you can click that link and join as we're streaming. Yeah. All right. And Discover Montreal, my buddy Chris over at Discover Montreal. What's up, man? Says Happy American Thanksgiving, everyone. Yes. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to stream for a little bit tonight because it's Thanksgiving Day and I wanted to stream with my family here, my Cravenite family of the channel. Gory Tiger is here, says, what's up? What's up? What's up with you, Gory Tiger? Good to see you. Glad you're here. All right. Caden says, I think the movie will still outgrow Scream 4. Oh, absolutely. Listen, yes, if they do the right thing here and we do this legacy-focused film, then I absolutely believe there's no doubt in my mind it'll surpass that. There's no reason this movie still shouldn't do 140, 150, 130. I know Jenna's not in it, and you can make a case that's going to hurt the box office. I'll give you that. But if you take, the factor of her not being there into it, knock, 20 million off, maybe, knock it down to 130, it's still going to be very profitable, I believe, in my book. So I think that, I think that's going to be okay. David Screws, what's up, David? Says, happy Thanksgiving, bro. I know I can't come in often, but your channel is a bloody good time with great theories. Thank you, David. I appreciate you, man. That means a lot. It really does. It really does, man. Thank you. Again, Val, the General, stopping by Thanksgiving night. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Val. William Austin is here. What's up, William? Glad you are hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to go for about another 10 minutes, guys. That's going to be it. Just wanted to spend an hour, maybe a little bit more, and that's going to be it. We'll call it a night. Kyle says they have to bring Sydney and Stu back. Give us what we want. I hear you, Kyle. Trust me. I am all over that. Chris says it would be nice to have a Sydney-led movie. Haven't gotten it since 4. Yeah, it would, Chris. I'm very excited about that idea. I think it could be so cool. So cool to see Sydney Prescott, our final girl, back in business, doing her thing. She's a fighter, man. She's tough. I love it. Alex is a good question. Since Stu Macher was originally not going to be one of the killers in 7, why are we given so many clues that he's still alive? You know, it's a great question, Alex. And the thing I don't know, and we probably will, I doubt we'll ever know, or if we do, it'll be a long time from now. I would like to see the script and see if they continue to give us those clues that Stu's alive. I give you, it's, look, it's very disappointing that he was not in the plans to be the killer. That is, extremely disappointing. And I don't really understand why they're teasing us the last 2 movies and they still weren't going to pay it off in 7. But, it's going to be, I just hope this is the time that the script is completely changed, overhauled, and maybe they finally do it. Get Stu in the script. Hopefully so. JJ coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, JJ. I appreciate that. It says, bring back the legacies for Scream 7, then get Teen Kids for Scream 8. Yeah. JJ, that's 100% what I'm thinking as well, man. Yep. You bring back the legacies. Salvage Scream 7 with the OGs, and then finish out the story. Give Sydney Prescott a real send-off, like the kind where we leave the theater with a tear coming down our cheek because of how well they did Sydney and how well her send-off was done, and the finality of it. We could all accept the finality that this is it. That would be wonderful. And then in Scream 8, we all know it's going to be fresh. It's going to be brand new. We're going to have a new protagonist. We're going to meet new everything. And so, yeah, that would be the way I'd like to see it done as well. Yes, very much so. Thank you, JJ, for your super chat, my friend, and for your suggestion of how to do it, because I am with you 100%. And I think it's time for some more work safety, guys. So here we go. You got to watch out everywhere when you're on the job.
I've checked every item on the shelf, and everything looks A-okay.
Lesson number 1, dangers aren't always found at eye level.
Wow. You're right, Shelley. I didn't even notice those rusty nails.
Man, that's rough. But rough in the best possible way. Oh my gosh, guys. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, let me catch back up here as gonna be starting to wind down, guys. So we're just about to wrap the stream. I'll go for another 5 minutes and we will call it a day. It'll be literally, for the East Coast, Thanksgiving will be literally over in 12 minutes and an hour and 12 minutes for where I'm at. Let's see. All right. Oliver says, a little off topic, but I picked up my DVD copy of Saw X today. Yeah. What a great movie Saw X is, man. And I really enjoy that movie. It's my favorite sequel So for me, it is Saw and then Saw X. And that's pretty darn awesome for the 10th entry in a franchise to that to be my favorite sequel, the 10th movie, the 9th sequel. Pretty awesome. Enjoy that DVD, Oliver. I bet it's going to be great, man. What an awesome movie. And again, I know I started this off at the beginning, but I want to reiterate this. If you have not seen Thanksgiving, the movie Thanksgiving, I highly recommend it. I've seen it this week. I was able to see it twice this week. So I really, really enjoyed the movie. So I think you guys are gonna like it. It's a great slasher whodunit, great kills. I'm not gonna say any more about it. Just go in as blind as you possibly can. And if you've seen the trailer already, that's fine. Just don't watch it a second time. Just go in. Go in as blind as you can. Paula's here. Hey, Paula, good to see you. Sorry I'm late. No worries. It's casual. We are just hanging out, guys. And speaking of hanging out, I do want to show you guys something. This is who is coming to the channel on Saturday. So, guys, in less than 48 hours, I will have the director of It's a Wonderful Knife, and he was a co-writer of Five Nights at Freddy's. Tyler McIntyre will be here on the channel on Saturday, this Saturday, the 25th at 8 p.m. Central for an exclusive interview. We're going to be talking all about It's a Wonderful Knife, and we're going to be touching on his writing with Five Nights at Freddy's as well. So it's going to be awesome. Guys, make sure you are here. That stream is already set up on my channel. So I would really appreciate it, guys. I'm trying to get it to 50 likes. We're way, 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 way low. I don't even think we've hit 20. So if you guys here, there's 36 people here. If all of you would go right now and just smash the thumbs up button, that would get us probably almost to 50 if you guys would all do that. It would be great to get that number up before we go live so that more people will be notified of it. And then check this out, guys. Oh, and Val, if you're still here, or Janisha, if you could put a link to this stream in the chat so that folks can easily just click it and hit the thumbs up button, that would be amazing. Thank you. And then finally, on Monday, the 27th, I will also be having a guest from It's a Wonderful Knife. She's a cast member, Jess McLeod, who played the character of Bernie in the movie, which is a pretty important role. And she will be here Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, guys. One of the actual actors in the film and was in the film quite a bit. So be sure you have these two streams saved, notify me button so that you get that notification, and please hit the thumbs up button. I really would appreciate it. Very honored to have both of these folks come here, and let's show up in big numbers to support them and thank them for giving their time to be on this channel and to make themselves accessible for all of you, right? Not just me, but all of you will have a chance to ask questions. And so it's a very cool thing. It's a very, very special thing. All right. So that's what's coming up, guys, over the next couple of, 4 days. It's going to be, it's going to go by quick, very quick. All right. Drusif says, very much appreciated being here tonight to spend a small fraction of the holiday with you. Thank you, Drew. Same here. I feel the same, my friend. Russell says, this is awesome, Stephen. Love the hangouts. Appreciate that, Russell. I do as well. It's just a little different vibe, you know? We're just hanging out. It's very, very casual. We're just chilling. Paula says, I hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. Is there a chance they'll do a new story with a new cast or recast Tara and Sam? So I would say this, Paula, there is a chance at least they could do a new story, but I do think that would be a bad move. And then a worse move would be if they chose to recast Sam and Tara. That would be, in my opinion, that would be the worst mistake of probably all. I would hate that decision with a passion. I mean, I would still watch it. I would give it a chance. I would go with as much of an open mind as possible. But it would be rough to see a new person being Sam Carpenter and a new person being Tara Carpenter. I hope they don't do those. But Paula, they are absolutely possibilities. But yeah, let's hope they stick with the legacy. Dice said those dang people leaving rusty nails all over the aisles. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Just kind of catching up in the chat here real quick. And then we're gonna call it a night. I think I've kind of caught up now. All right. Jason says, thank you, Stephen, for hosting. Happy Thanksgiving. Love to my Cravenite family. Jason, thank you so much. You're very welcome. I enjoyed it. And appreciate you being here, man. Caden says, don't even want to think about a recast. No, I don't either. You remember he asked me the water boy and Adam Sandler's mom. She's like, I got the brain pain. That's what that is. That would cause brain pain. For sure. All right, guys. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thanksgiving has been a great day. I hope you've all had a good day. And I hope that you all had a great night here as we've got to spend the last hour of Thanksgiving together. For some of you, it's just about to turn into the Friday the 24th. Others, like myself, have another hour to go. There's different time zones. But for all of us, it's still getting to the end of the day. So we can definitely say that. Just want to say to all of you, tomorrow is Black Friday. Just remember, if you choose to get out and go shopping and participate in the insanity of Black Friday, have fun, go for it, but please be safe, okay? Be careful. Keep an eye on your surroundings and just be safe. That's all I ask of you, all right? And my buddy Mike is jumping in, the Carbonite Jedi. All right, happy Thanksgiving Day to you too. Dice is saying good night. All right, good night, Dice. And Jason's wishing happy Thanksgiving. Oliver says, good night, Stephen and everyone. This Canadian needs to go to bed. I understood. AJ says, just hopping on. Happy Thanksgiving, Craven. Thank you, AJ. I'm about to end the stream, but guess what? You can immediately watch it in replay mode. So I would encourage you to do so. It was a great hour of just chilling and having a good time with you guys. All right. So on that note, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, I want to thank everyone that gave a super chat tonight. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you for gifting the membership earlier, Oliver. Much appreciated for that. And congratulations again on your 12-month anniversary. All right, guys. We're going to call it a night. I will probably not see you on a stream tomorrow. However, I do have a video that I'm finishing up tonight before I go to bed that will drop tomorrow. All right. So be sure and check it out. I think you'll like it. Hopefully it's definitely Scream related and some news from Variety. So definitely want to check it out. All right. So keep your eyes peeled for that tomorrow. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Thanks for hitting that like button before you leave. And for my moderators, I appreciate you, Val, Denisha. Thanks so much for helping out tonight. I appreciate that. And for everyone else, have a blessed night wherever you're doing next, whether you're going to sleep, watching a movie, going to work, whatever the case is. Be safe, be careful, and remember to do this, guys. Always remember those things we're thankful for. I'll say it one last time for Thanksgiving, that no matter how our circumstances may be, they can always be worse, and we can always find something to be thankful for. All right? I'll leave you with that with you guys. I love you guys, and thanks for coming to hang out with me on Thanksgiving night, to call it my official wrap for Thanksgiving. I appreciate it. I will see you all Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central, with Tyler McIntyre, the director of It's a Wonderful Knife. Good night, everyone. I will see you then. Bye.
Hey, you have been watching Craving Something Scary. This is Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface, thanking you for stopping by and checking it out.